The screams echoed through the hospital corridor as Sophia clutched her 7-month pregnant belly, frozen in the doorway. There, in the delivery room she'd accidentally walked into while searching for her obstetrician, was her husband Michael holding the hand of Victoria, the stunning model he'd sworn was just a client from his photography business. Victoria was giving birth to what was unmistakably Michael's child, the same dark curls, the same cleft chin visible even on the newborn. In that moment, as 3 lives collided in the most unimaginable way, Sophia made a decision that would change everything. A decision that nobody, not Michael, not Victoria, and certainly not you, would ever see coming. Before I continue this incredible true story, take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We bring you the most powerful human stories of betrayal, redemption, and unexpected twists that will leave you thinking about them for days. Turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly uploads of real-life dramas that prove truth is indeed stranger than fiction. It had been a normal Tuesday morning when Sophia woke with sharp pains. At 32 weeks pregnant, any discomfort warranted a call to her doctor. Dr. Patel had asked her to come in immediately, just a precaution, she'd said. Michael had been unavailable, claiming he was on an emergency photo shoot that couldn't be rescheduled. He'd promised to meet her at the hospital later. "I'll be fine," Sophia had assured him over the phone, swallowing her disappointment. After 5 years of marriage, she'd grown accustomed to his absences, the late nights, the weekend business trips that seemed to multiply after she'd announced her pregnancy. Still, she believed in their love story, college sweethearts who had built a life together, now finally expecting the baby they'd dreamed of for years. The hospital was unusually busy that day. Sophia had been waiting for nearly an hour when she decided to find a bathroom. Disoriented by the maze of identical corridors, she'd opened the wrong door, and walked straight into her worst nightmare. Time seemed to stop as the 3 adults locked eyes. Victoria's face, despite being contorted in pain, registered shock. Michael's expression shifted from joy to horror as he saw his wife standing there, one hand on her own pregnant belly, the other gripping the doorframe for support. "Sophia," he whispered, his voice barely audible over the beeping monitors and the nurse's instructions for Victoria to push. Sophia didn't scream. She didn't collapse. She simply backed away, closing the door quietly as a nurse rushed toward her asking if she was lost. The nurse's voice sounded distant, underwater. Sophia mumbled something about finding her doctor and walked away with measured steps, her mind racing faster than her heart. In the bathroom, she splashed cold water on her face and stared at her reflection. Her olive skin had gone pale, her dark eyes wide with shock. The baby inside her kicked, a reminder of what was at stake. She placed both hands on her belly and took a deep breath. "It's just you and me now," she whispered to her unborn child. "And we're going to be okay." When she emerged from the bathroom, her phone was buzzing with texts from Michael. "Please wait for me. I can explain. Don't leave the hospital." She turned off her phone. Dr. Patel examined Sophia and assured her the pains were just Braxton Hicks contractions, false labor. The baby was fine, but she needed rest and reduced stress. Sophia almost laughed at the irony. "Is everything all right, Sophia?" "Your blood pressure is concerning me," Dr. Patel said, studying her face. "I just found out my husband has been having an affair with a model. She's giving birth to his child right now, 3 floors up," Sophia replied with surprising calmness. Dr. Patel's professional composure slipped for just a moment. "I'm so sorry. Do you have someone who can come get you? You shouldn't be alone right now." Sophia nodded, though she had no idea who to call. Her parents lived across the country. Her closest friend was traveling for work. Michael had slowly isolated her over the years, she realized now, another red flag she'd missed. As she left the examination room, she saw him running toward her from the elevator bank, still wearing the same clothes he'd left in that morning, dark jeans and his favorite blue button-down, now wrinkled and stained. "Sophia, please," he began, reaching for her arm. She stepped back. Don't touch me. It was a mistake. It happened once, over a year ago. I didn't know she was pregnant until recently. I was going to tell you after our baby was born. I didn't want to stress you. Once? Sophia interrupted. You expect me to believe that? She's giving birth to your child, Michael. This isn't a one-night stand. This is a relationship. His face crumpled. It wasn't supposed to happen. We were working late on a shoot, Anne. Stop. I don't want details. Sophia's voice was steady, her mind surprisingly clear. I'm going home to pack my things. I'll be gone before dinner. Don't follow me. Where will you go? Think about the baby, Sophia. Our baby needs both parents. You should have thought about that before you created another family. She walked past him toward the exit, her head held high despite the curious glances from hospital staff who had clearly overheard. In the parking lot, she sat in her car and finally allowed herself to cry. Great, heaving sobs that shook her entire body. She cried for the life she thought she had, for the future that had just shattered, for the child who would be born into this mess. She cried until she had no tears left, then started the car and drove to the home she had shared with Michael for the last 3 years. The modern 2-story house in the suburbs had once represented everything she'd wanted: stability, family, belonging. Now it felt like a museum of lies. Photos of their wedding day, their honeymoon in Greece, Michael's arm around her waist, his lips pressed against her cheek. Had he been seeing Victoria even then? She packed methodically, taking only what she needed: clothes, toiletries, important documents. She left her wedding ring on the dresser. As she zipped up the last suitcase, her phone rang. It was a number she didn't recognize. Hello? She answered cautiously. Is this Sophia Reyes? A woman's voice asked. Yes. Who's this? My name is Elena Martinez. You don't know me, but I'm Victoria's sister. Sophia sat down heavily on the bed. How did you get my number? From Victoria's phone. She asked me to call you. She's devastated about what happened today. About how you found out. Sophia laughed bitterly. She's devastated? That's rich. Please, just listen. Victoria didn't know Michael was married when they met. He told her he was divorced. By the time she found out the truth, she was already pregnant. She wanted to tell you herself, but Michael threatened to disappear completely if she did. The room seemed to spin around Sophia. Why should I believe any of this? Because I have proof. Text messages, emails. Michael has been living a double life for years, Sophia. Victoria isn't the first. But she wants to be the last.